And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we're going to play no-go zones on GeoGuessr. They are the most dangerous cities in the world, places that can only be visited safely in the daytime with Google Street View. So we're going to explore this one. We're going to take a look at the dangerous cities and what makes up dangerous cities, and see if the cities that we do find are on the most dangerous cities list for 2024. We're going to play this game as a no time limit moving, panning, zooming allowed challenge. The play along link will be in the description below, and off we go to the no-go zones. And yeah, it would be interesting to get your thoughts on this. Okay, so we've got Cyrillic here. I see a Ukrainian flag there. So we're in Ukraine, so no-go zones. Obviously, it's no-go zone. So war is raging here. Fit curves, okay. We just got to find out this city, and yeah. So let's go find out this one of the most dangerous cities in the world for 2024. Again, I'm not the best with Cyrillic. I need to know. I need to learn it, to be honest with you. Something I need to do, something that would help. But yeah, .ua, so Ukraine. Yeah, and I know that probably says where we are. But me, I'm going to need some more clues. Okay, so what do we have? What do we have? We've got 2015. We've got a neighborhood, I guess, of apartment complexes here. Yeah, probably no need to explain the reason for this no-go zone at this point. But yeah, this is seems to be a regularly updated map, so that's good. All right, so what do we have? Yeah, I don't know if looking east. It looks like a bank of some sort, if I can read that right. Again, I'm not familiar with the language, so it's difficult for me. Moskvy Bridge, Central Bus Station, Kyiv is where we are. Okay, so a no-go zone. We're here probably in central Kyiv. And I'm not going to guess what location we're at, but there we go. We got different alcoholic beverages there on that one. So the airport for Kyiv is that way, or upcoming. So maybe get a going southeast. Okay, where's the airport? All right, we know where we are. I'm just going to go here. Let's find out if we're actually there. Okay, so we are northwest. I mean, excuse me, northeast. Wow, a little off on this one today, folks. But Kyiv, Ukraine, for the first round. So we know, we're looking here on the most dangerous cities in the world, according to this Armor Max, or the Citizens Council for Public Security and Criminal Justice. And I don't think it's going to pop up here in the top 20. And the reason being is probably because this is more for person-on-person crime. Yeah, per person. This is on the edge of the Ukraine Russian war here. So anyway, we get off to the second round. Got a lot of trash here. Got American football. So we're United States here, I guess. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Wooden 18th. My guess, looking at the trash and looking at this, I'm going to guess California. Um, California is becoming, as an American, I would say it's becoming more of a no-go zone because there are beautiful parts of California, but a lot of cities in California, it is not good. Not a good situation in California. It is and by the way, it is an expensive, expensive place to live, California. So there's either people with a lot of money or people with no money, it seems, and it seems that divide's growing. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, so we've got Bees Hotel. Okay. If I had a guess, I'm thinking like Oakland here on this one. If I had a guess, this is like Oakland looking east. Well, let's see. Let's see on the sign. I should have probably looked at the sign. I'm getting a little. Okay, tree. That one. Okay, so what do we have here? Got a nice turf field where you can play football or soccer as we call it in the United States, or American football or whatever. A lot of trash cans here. Yeah, it just looks like always home. Interesting. Cannon construction, affordable housing. Yeah, so my sense is this is, if I had to guess, without trying to find more clues, is that we're in Oakland. I'd really like to get up. Wow, this is just, this is crazy. I guess people do live here. Yeah, so this is kind of eye-opening, an eye-opening experience, this game. A little bit for, maybe for some of you. Yeah, it's interesting. The United States is going through an interesting time, I think, in the world. Personally, seeing a lot of homeless folks. It's really unfortunate because a lot of homeless people in the United States, it keeps growing. It seems to grow year over year. Seeing homeless people in places that you don't normally see it, especially on the East Coast of the United States. Even places where you wouldn't think. So I don't know the solution. If I did, probably not doing this, but I also want to help, right? Like that's the thing. You always want to be, at least for me anyway, I want to help people that are less fortunate. And the unfortunate thing is, folks live in an area like this, and the crime's probably pretty high, so it's not a great situation all around. I'm trying to find this location, Emeryville, California. So let's take a look. It is California. If in fact Emeryville is near Oakland, and it is. So I was right. We're probably here at a 580. What is the street that we're on? What's the sign? We were at 18th. And Wood, which is in the 980, I guess. Is this Wood? 18th. Maybe not. Looking southeast into downtown Oakland, so we're closer this way, I would think. Castro Street. Okay, so 18th kind of stops there. All right. The world famous Hot Boys Chicken, Oakland, California. The former home of the Oakland Raiders and probably the soon to be former home of Oakland A's baseball team. I saw where they did not draw at all for their opening day, which is usually the biggest attendance of the year, I would think. Wait, are we in 18th Street? We are, and Wood. And Wood is going northeast to southwest. So probably up here. There's Wood Street, 18th. Raimondi Park. Right about there, near the 16th Street train station, Oakland, California, for the second round. So we go from Kyiv to Oakland, and we stay in the United States for a third round. Boom, Fried Rice, Pulaski Road, Honorary Heron Hall Way. Feels, I was going to say eastern part of the United States with these buildings, but it could be wrong. This could probably be in the south. Let's take a little look around. What's the 773? Oh, maybe this is Chicago. 773 Chicago. I can't think. I can't think right now. Congress Way. Okay, so this feels Chicago-ish to me. I wonder if this is like interstate, if I had to guess. What's the one that goes through the city? This is Interstate 90, right? Well, no, this is looking east to west, so maybe not. Maybe this is 290. Nope. I'm totally wrong on this one. Illinois 110. Where's the 110? I've been on Interstate 90. This could be, you know what this could be? I'm also thinking this could be not Chicago. It is 290. So we are here. It is 290, so I was right. Just got confused there at the 110. We're at exit 25. Is that right? Exit 25. Kostner Avenue. We're getting out towards O'Hare Airport are on the way, I think. There it is, Pulaski Metro. Buffalo Sam's, the Dwight D. Eisenhower Parkway, but we're not there. We're on Pulaski Road, looking north. And here it is, Pulaski Road. And what street are we on? Pulaski. It's the side road here, around the corner. Van Buren. Pulaski and there it is. Boom Fried Rice. And Chicago, Illinois, one of the most dangerous locations, a no-go zone in the world. Chicago's a beautiful city, by the way. But I think with a lot, I don't know about Oakland in particular. I haven't been to Oakland, but been to Chicago several times. Very beautiful city. The thing about some of these cities in the United States, because I can give you firsthand experience, is, you know, in this area, you got down here, I think is Soldier Field, somewhere around there. There's Soldier Field down there south. You've got the Navy Pier out here, the Magnificent Mile, very nice. But you come a little south and out of, this is the old Chicago, or it is the Chicago Way, so this is the old field, but the old Comiskey Park, which I think was across the street. But you get into this area south side of Chicago, you're getting in danger zones, so no-go zones, and the no-go zone here is in West Chicago. So yeah, so again, you got some touristy areas, and then within a couple blocks in the United States, the cities just kind of, I would say fall apart, but it's just a lot of not good stuff going on. All right, we got a basketball court with unique lane. We've got what looks to be, you can skate down this. I feel like this could be Brazil, because it just feels that way, but it might not be. Um, we'll check out Oakland. Oh, I can't get out of this. This is just a. Oh, this is gonna be it's gonna be a difficult one because we are in a not on the Google Street View, so we might not be where I think we are. If anything, if this is Brazil, Brat Zavrata. I don't know. Um, and then again, I don't feel like this is Brazil now. The more I'm thinking about it, this is probably Serbia, maybe. Just looking at the trees. Basketball's big in Serbia, right? So I'm going to have to take a guess on this one. And let's just look at the cars real quick. Yeah, this has got to be, might even be Kosovo. Pristina. That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go Kosovo on this one, Pristina. And say that we're somewhere around here, given the condition of what's going on in this part of the world at the current moment. That's where I'm going to guess. And that's where we are, Kosovo. Just think about this logically. So it is a no-go zone. We are in Mitrovica. So let's take a quick look at these cities. I don't think, again, we've got Mexico, Venezuela, Mexico, Mexico, Venezuela, Brazil. If you're traveling and need a bulletproof vehicle, please see example. So we're in an armored car thing, right? Which would make sense. The most violent cities in the world is Tijuana's #1. So I want to take a quick diversion to this. But what I don't see on this is I don't see anything Kosovo, I don't see Ukraine, and I don't see the United States, ironically, which I would have thought would have been higher on this. And it's not. And, okay, there's Baltimore, 21. St. Louis is 27. Columbia, Purdue, Dominican. Wow. Didn't realize Dominican was on there. And then Panama City. So a lot of American, North and South American cities on this one, for sure. I feel like we were back here. There's basketball. So we've got basketball in a couple rounds here. And the United States is where we are. And we're in Oakland once again. So did we spawn the same location? No, we didn't. But Oakland showing up. Yeah, I think this is, if not the same street, it's close. Wow, this is just unbelievable. Yeah, we're we're just down the street. So this is pretty crazy. So we're kind of in the same location here. So we get, did we spawn the same location? We didn't, but it's the same street in Oakland. Very unfortunate, and it doesn't seem like it's getting better, folks. It does not seem, at least from the United States, from an American perspective, it just doesn't seem like it's getting better. The cost of everything is going up drastically. So when you get all this stuff, that's a beautiful, like, sometimes all you need is a can of paint and some flowers to brighten things up, and that doesn't cost much money. But yeah, we're here at Wood, and I guess Wood and 24th or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see this. Wood and 24th. Wood and 24th. Oakland, California. Soundwave Studio, so we're right off the 880, I guess, here. Jack London Square, not too far away from the port as well. So you think all this commerce could come in here, right? but for some reason it doesn't, or it does, and yeah, just a lot of things have led to this over the years, that is for sure. So looking southwest, there's the road. I think we're safe that we're down near these Coyote Studios, or in between these buildings here, and there we are, 37 yards, 5,000 points, so no-go zones. Oakland showing up twice, so there you are. Oakland, no-go zone. Chicago, Ukraine, and Kosovo. So an interesting, I guess, an interesting game of no-go zones around the world. What was the? We have murder capitals, regular violent crime neighborhood, gang areas, which I think there's a lot of gang areas in Oakland, pickpocketing hotspots, drug prostitution streets, lawless urban lawless ghettos. So there we are. It's a game that we played. It's an interesting one. It was what are the world's most dangerous cities? Well, there are some of them. And yeah, if you want to continue to join me on the GeoGuessr games, continue to watch. There's a lot of great content here. Check me out on Patreon, stuff up over there. And more stuff to come, different content with maps, GeoGuessr, and news. Perhaps news of the day is making a return soon. So stay tuned for that. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.